So, there's a small YouTube channel named Brady Shepherd, and I think that Mr. Shepherd over here is an absolute loser. I think that he licks toes, kicks rocks, eats crayons, and is a silly salamander, and I just want to make fun of the guy because it's just for the love of the game. Before we continue, please note that this is all just my opinion and that nothing here is actually really fact. I don't really want you guys to go harass someone over the opinion of a random stranger on the internet. I'm not a professional. I don't like people like Brady Shepherd. I'll just make fun of him, but I'm not actually someone who knows everything. I'm not omnipotent or anything like that. So please don't go harassing him. Let's all just make fun of him. Keep everything in this video at this video. Don't actually just take it out there. So with that being said, let's begin. Also, before we continue, please fill out the survey down below. I need it for a school project. Pretty please do it. Okay, back to the video. Yeah, I'm making fun of this 19-year-old because he's insecure. It's the internet. I can do whatever I want because I am insecure, and the only person that gives me validation is my imaginary friend Schubert, who appears out of the corner of my eye. And I especially want to make fun of this guy because he's one of those people that, from what I've seen at least, seems to believe that men should strive to get a hot chick in their life or something like that because a hot chick apparently makes someone more valuable as a person. That's from what I've seen at least, because every single time he always makes the winners seem more glorified. Like, he ties the winner as the person who gets the hot chick at the end, which I feel like shines huge amounts of insecurity. And on top of that, in your channel description, it literally says that he's trying to get a girlfriend by 2026, which I feel like is really weird. Like, you're setting goals to get a girlfriend. That's just extremely weird to me. Like, there should not be a time limit on when you can find romance. But what makes his insecurities shine even brighter than a flashlight on a bald man's head to me is that he's constantly doing this one series where it's two guys fight over one girl, and there's gotta be something wrong with that concept in and of itself. Like, you're using women as a prize. That kind of sounds like you're using women as objects and trophies. It kind of sounds like human trafficking in a sense. But in terms of insecurity, this guy constantly tries to make himself seem disadvantaged in terms of what modern society thinks is good for dating. Like, for example, usually society's preferences for a male would be tall, buff, rich. The person would open the door for you whenever you're walking into a building or into a car, things like that. But take a look at this one video, short guy fights tall guy over girl, where he makes himself the short guy. Oh, boo-hoo, he's got to overcome adversity. That's the whole plot of the entire video, basically. Odysseus has nothing on this guy, essentially. Or take a look at the video, broke guy fights rich guy for girl. Or even more blatantly, mid guy fights attractive guy for girl. Which, pardon me for being straight, but this guy literally looks like a byproduct of a relationship between Sneeko and Neon. That guy is not attractive at all. And another thing that I want to point out is that, and this is going to be really weird by the way, the titles have nothing to do with the video. So for example, in attractive guy fights mid guy for girl or whatever the video was, the girl literally says explicitly, I feel like Brady's was more closed off and something like that, referring to the dates where Brady was apparently too closed off, and Leon's video, the attractive guy quote unquote in the video, which by the way, Leon and Neon, you cannot tell me that's not Neon's kid, but she literally explicitly says, oh, I feel like Leon's was more romantic and things like that. So the looks had nothing to do with the video. So I don't know why he put that in the video. Why not just put two guys fight over one girl in the video? Which, better yet, why not just not make that video at all? That's just garbage concept. And it gets worse. It still gets worse. Brady Shepherd, if you're watching this right now, I highly encourage you to please take down some of your past videos. Like, for example, the video that I mentioned earlier, as well as Kiss or Slap Teen Edition. That's weird. Even though you were the kid in the scenario that was initiating these interactions, I still think that it's weird regardless. And sure, some of the people that were in the video were also teens, but that just makes it even weirder. No matter whether or not you're a kid, you should not be posting kids kissing each other dead stop, even if you are yourself a kid. Also, completely random thing, but you hosted a dating show for yourself. That's weird. That's pathetic. I always thought that people who hosted dating shows were weird, but at least it's reasonable to an extent because people like being nosy. They like being prying into other people's relationship life, but this one's just kind of sad. You're pitching yourself dating other people as the product. That is really self-absorbed and just seems really pathetic from my perspective, since from what I can see at least, you're trying to make yourself seem really desirable, which is a horrible way to go about it. To me, the girls on there are probably just on there for some clout. But even then, a 16-year-old doing stuff like this is really weird. And I mean, sure, you were almost 17 at the time, but still, you get the idea. You're still underage. So, yeah, also this guy uses women as trophies, in my opinion at least. I've already explained this in my dhar videos, but I haven't said something like this for a while now, so I'll re-explain why I think that this is dumb. And keep in mind, this is all just my opinion. I'm not saying that Mr. Shepherd is objectively misogynistic. He's not going out here saying like, all women belong in the kitchen and should be locked up like cows or something like that, no. But he's just really weird in the sense that at the end goal of each video, he's just trying to get the woman, you know? Like, at all costs, he is trying to earn the woman as a prize, and like he gets to have a woman as a girlfriend. That's caveman thought. That's what Neanderthals did. Women have free will, you know that, right? They've always had free will. And creating this type of content not only shows more insecurity, it also just kind of objectifies women by making them seem as if, oh, you need a woman. Oh, you deserve a woman, you know? And that feels very wrong. And of course you sell a course on how to pick up women. You wouldn't be this type of content creator without selling courses for women. I never understood what the hell is up with the demand for buying courses in order to rizz up women. And I'm not kidding, this guy has a course on how to get a girlfriend. This is like dating apps, but worse. You're paying, let's see here. Yo, what the hell is this guy charging? 15 bucks for a course? I could get 2 cups of boba for that. Maybe 3 if I use my boba stamps. And if I was a girl and I found out that my boyfriend bought a course, I would definitely leave him, because the thing about these courses is that they don't work. And even if they did work in some parallel universe, that woman technically isn't dating you for you, but rather she's dating you because someone else's quirkiness was her preference. You're literally taking up this persona that the sculptor known as Mr. Shepherd molded you out to be, to dry out and harden into. You're literally hopping into like the FNAF jumpsuits. And the same can be said for anyone who sells a course online. I just want to make fun of his course real quick. Okay, so apparently he sells it as merch. Like, instead of selling t-shirts and coffee mugs and things that regular people would sell for merch, this guy sells courses. So the title of it is like, oh, girls don't F with you. We've all been through a tough point where you're not able to socialize because of a lack of credit. You guys can read, I'm pretty sure. And then he says, that's why I'm going to be showing you how to overcome those challenges with all the knowledge that I got, not holding anything back. If you click I'm interested, it's, yeah, you can see this. No more heartbreaks is a huge, like, liability right there. If they get heartbroken, then they can probably sue, like, again, I'm no professional or anything, but I'm pretty sure they can sue you for this. So I highly suggest that you don't put that here. Like, you just say, oh, this will reduce the amount of heartbreaks you have, because somebody might sue you for this, actually. So, yeah, you might want to watch out for that. And apparently course topics include preparing to talk to girls, pick up a girl that is by yourself, pick up a girl that is with multiple friends, use these pickup lines, picking a girl scenario. Yeah, you can see that there's a lot of problems with that. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I really got to say about Brady Shepherd. Overall, not much else to say, since I just wanted to make fun of this guy for being a loser real quick. Don't spend money on getting a girlfriend. That's called traffic jams made of humans, and that's also hella weird, but it's also really weird the other way around. You shouldn't have to spend money on someone to earn their affection, because that's freaking weird and pushy and manipulative and a lot of things bad. That's about it. That's all I really got to say. I hope you all have a good day, and bye.